What should we be expecting next in Raid Shadow Legends? There's been kind of a downfall in updates, content. Some of it's pretty understandable as to why, but there's information out there. So let's dive in what that's going to be and see what we can expect, hopefully the near future, about some of the content Raid Shadow Legends has to offer us. What up guys, it's your boy MurderInc here, back again with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today talking about what can we expect. We've all been kind of going from fusion to fragment fusion, back to fusion, looking for something new, hoping for something new. This was supposed to be the year of PvP. Like I said, pretty understandably, things have taken a turn based on where Plarium is. Therefore, everything slowed down just a bit. But if you think back to before that, before all this went down, we were getting content like crazy. We were getting the Shadowkin crypt for the faction wars. Then we got new Doom Tower bosses. We got the duplicate system, Hydra, all of this cool stuff. Then everything kind of flatlined. Of course, we gave our feedback about some of the things that were released, and that's pretty clear as to what that was. So let's talk about what we can expect in the future. They've already given us some things. Now, what I do want to talk about first is going to be, let's head to dungeons here. A lot of people have been talking about this tower here. They said, wait a minute, the crystals on the top changed from, I believe, purple, bluish purple, whatever it was, to red. Now, is this an accident? No, nothing they do is by accident. This wasn't some prank one of them pulled. This is there for a reason. How soon can we expect whatever this is? I don't know. Hopefully soon, but there was no mistake there by adding those diamonds, void crystals, whatever you want to call it, on top to red. So they're, of course, coming up with something pretty big for that, hopefully. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is this was supposed to be the year of PvP. And what have we seen so far? Gold 5, broken arena, matchmaking systems that didn't make a lot of sense. No one made platinum for a week. So that's kind of been a disaster so far. But there's one thing that we don't have into the game currently. I'm assuming it's going to go here. Now, if we go back, way back in time here, and we head onto my YouTube page, 2 years ago, I guess I'll call it, leaked something that I probably shouldn't have leaked about a PvP map, their plans here. And as we can see, this is some of the kind of like groundwork for their new PvP update. Now, don't be fooled. I know we can see it says clan versus clan there. That's not what it was intended to mean. I already went over this with somebody. Clan versus clan, as we see it, there's no PvP involved at all here, right? So if you look at this map, we have classic arena, 3v3. I wonder if there's a better picture where I zoomed in. I don't believe there is. Okay, so there isn't a better picture of this. So like I was saying, if you look at the picture here, we have a pretty familiar breakdown of what we're looking at. We have the classic arena. Next, we have 3v3, which people call tag arena. And then we have this clan versus clan node here where it says gold 3 next to it. So clan versus clan, of course, happened after this all. And a lot of this was shrugged off. However, the bottom line is, going back to this picture here, we can see classic arena, tag team arena, and then nothing. Just this little thumb node sticking up out of the ground here with nothing to click on. Now, it does say the pinnacle there. Could that mean something? Maybe, probably not, but there's going to be some form of clan versus clan that's PvP oriented. How they're going to put this into the game, I'm not sure. If there was a time to do it, it would be now, in the year of the PvP, as they claimed. That's going to be their main focus here, although it hasn't really been that so far, but we already went over that, so we're going to skip that. But I look forward to that. I hope there's something cool. What could they do? I'm not really sure. Maybe you guys have some ideas. I'm pretty sure they already know what they're going to do, and it's just not released yet. But if I had to guess and say what would be kind of cool, I'm assuming that it would be an entire clan versus another entire clan here, and you would be able to pick one opponent each, two opponents each, set a defense that nobody can see, and as soon as that does happen, you get to fight them. There's some type of point system. You get points for how quickly you can beat them, for how much damage you take, for how much damage you can deal to the enemy team, so on and so forth. That would be pretty cool. I'm not sure if this is the route they're going to head for whatever type of clan versus clan PvP they're going to add to this game. Now, one thing I want to talk about, now that we're on the subject of PvP, is I'm not buying that real-time arena is off the table. I'm just not buying it. Why am I not buying it, and why did I believe them before? They said for sure there's not going to be real-time arena in Raid. Facts, right? You know what they also told me that was factual? They said they would never add skins to the game because it wasn't the direction they wanted to go with the game. Not at the time, they just said it wasn't in their best interest. So the fact that we have skins, they've been added to the game here, it's just making me question everything they told me way back when they said this was never going to come, that was never going to come. So I don't think anything's completely off the table despite them saying that, because I already have too many examples of them going back on what they said originally. So that's what I wanted to bring up. I think that's pretty important because of how stern they were in that answer they gave me as far as skins go, where they said not even on the table, we don't care about it. And it wasn't that long ago, to be honest with you. So something changed there. It was a significant change. So maybe we can see more changes for the better, because I'm sure players would love real-time arena. It would probably be the most popular part of this game if I had to guess. People queuing all the time. I mean, there are millions of people that play this game, so it would be a lot of fun to be able to compete with them for sure. So outside of that, what else do we have? We have, of course, nothing really new here. 2 more factions. Their original names, it's probably not going to be the name that comes out in the game. Shadowkin was called Assassin's Guild, and we got Shadowkin. The next one's going to be Nyresan Elves, which is like a wood elf type thing. I'm not sure what other kind of characters we're going to get from that faction specific. And the last one is going to be the Order of the Magi, which is like mages, elementalists, all of that good stuff. So are we going to see that this year? Maybe, it depends. It would be kind of cool if we got like a PvP focused faction. I know a lot of the meta PvP champions are decently spread. Well, besides Demon Spawn, Kymar, Duchess, a lot of really good champions there. Lord Shazar, Wither, of course, and Kandrifin. But outside of that, it would be really cool to see kind of like a PvP oriented faction that kind of only focused on that. Maybe that might be a hot take. Maybe you guys don't agree with me there, but it is what it is. So we have those factions. The next thing we have is going to be the Hydra. Everyone's talking about the Hydra. They don't like this, they don't like that. It's boring, RNG. We've stated our opinion. They know about it, and they are actually considering what to do next. So we already know that they've released, there's going to be new heads being added to the rotations. They do crazy things. We're going to get new difficulties, Ultra Nightmare, and then I think there's like something after Ultra Nightmare. Maybe I could be remembering wrong, but that information isn't available, and it was previewed to us already. But they're trying to incorporate how they can make Hydra more engaging with the people by adding, of course, by adding something after Mithrala, so endgame players have something to go for outside of just the stone skin in the protection gear that we can get. But they're also looking for other interactive ways to get the entire community more interested in the Hydra. I'm assuming this is because people aren't that interested. Maybe they just said that, I don't know, based on the feedback I've seen, while people don't like the Hydra necessarily, they're still doing it. So if they are still doing it, those numbers are going to reflect any analytics that they have, which means that it's going to sway the decision by them. But like I said, they have acknowledged that they have some work to do with all of this. So personally, I am looking forward to seeing how they can make Hydra more engaging, if they can kind of reduce the RNG. I think everyone can agree that they would like to see a reduction in RNG across the board on the Hydra, because it's easily the most frustrating part of the Hydra. But some people do like it. I've seen, in the midst of all the complaints and how terrible it is, some people do actually enjoy this content, and it's kind of their like main content of the game here. What about Doom Tower? Are we going to get new Doom Tower bosses? That I haven't heard anything on, as far as a new cycle coming into the mix here. Is it possible? Maybe, but I think we're pretty good for now. I think what they really should be doing is figuring out a way to kind of adjust the secret room rewards here, because some of the champions are really good, but they're too far down the line. They keep releasing new champions, and if you're starting today, come on, right? If you're starting today, do you have any shot of getting those new champions anytime soon? No. And while I do understand everything's a progression system in this game, you always need something to look forward to, and you don't want people just picking and choosing which champions to get. because then essentially you're going to stop doing the content earlier, because you're going to save all of the champions you deem bad for your account for last, then you're just going to not do it at all. So I totally get the company and where they're coming from, but they need a better way to engage players to get these champions from the secret rooms when some of the better ones are so far down the line that could do even more damage of discouraging them from even continuing on. So with all that being said, that's what we have here. That's what we can expect going forward. I'm sure there's plenty of, I hope there's plenty of more content that's going to be released this year. Listen, we're 5 months in, we have quite a ways to go before the year ends, and they are on this kind of path, and I've noticed this before, 2018, 19, 20, and 21. The end of the year, the second part of the year, is always when they kind of pop off with all of the content releases. Well, it's kind of boring in a sense, because they're kind of cramming all of the content into one half of the year, then they're collecting data for the first half of the next year. I don't know, it's a weird cycle. I would like if they gradually release things so people aren't getting bored. Quitting, retention's a huge thing in this game, as we all know. It's not very good across the board here, but hopefully they start going to the right direction, and we can start looking forward to some of these new changes coming soon to us with what we've talked about now, and for anything else that they haven't revealed yet. So that's going to conclude this video. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it significantly. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this content, smash that like button, subscribe, turn the notification bell, and I will see you all in my next upload.